Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video I would like to share with you my top 5 tips for collecting art. If you're new to this channel is about sharing my journey as an artist and my passion for all things art. So you're welcome to join me on this crazy adventure. Yeah, so I'm a British artist based in the UK. I create abstract ceramic sculpture and 2D artworks, and it's all inspired by Stonehenge and stone circles in the UK, and it's all driven by curiosity. But I'll put the link to my website in the video, and you're more than welcome to check out the kind of artworks that I create, or just see what's going on here in the curiosity gallery. What can you expect to learn from this video? I'd like to hopefully show you the different kind of ways you can go about collecting art and how to start that process, because I realized, if you're new to looking into how to go about collecting artwork, you might not know where to start, and because there's so many different types of artworks out there, so many different types of styles. How do I start? How do I pick an artwork that's suitable for me? Where do I go to find these artworks? And stick around to the end of this video, as I'll be sharing some bonus content. Yeah, so number 1 on my list for my top 5 tips for collecting art is, what kind of buyer or collector do you want to be? Do you want to buy art for love? Do you want to buy art because you see something like this, or it could be anyone's art, and you think, I really like that art and I can really see myself living with it? Or you just have that connection. Or do you want to buy art for investment reasons? Are you just looking to buy art that will appreciate in value over time so you can then resell it? So in that case, you're maybe not interested in buying something that you like. Or are you looking to get the best of both worlds? Are you looking to buy art that you love, and are you looking to buy art for investment reasons as well? So there's kind of 3 options there in which you can potentially think about. And number 2 on my list is decide what will be your budget. The arts can range from so many different price points. You can buy original artworks under £50. We're talking sterling here, but you can buy, like I said, you can buy artworks under £50, and you can buy artworks, way into the millions of pounds. So it really depends on your budget. How much of a budget can you afford to set aside to purchase an artwork or artworks? Because that will then determine, the type of art you buy and where you buy it from and how established that artist is. Number 3 on my list is buy art that connects to your interest and who you are as a person. Is it something that you can see yourself living with? One thing you could potentially do is research a style that suits you, like abstract art, surreal art, figurative. So then you can get a kind of wider understanding of the different styles of art. You can find these styles of art by looking at things like books, the internet, exhibitions. Obviously now it's a bit difficult to go out and see exhibitions. You can go to galleries and see the types of art they're displaying there. So you can also go to artist studio open days. So you might have an artist studio close to where you live. And usually if you go to their website, they might say, for like 3 days during the summer, they'll have like an open event where you can go in and you can see what the artists there have been producing, and you can also talk to the artists as well. perhaps go to some art fairs and see the different types of art there. Obviously now it's a bit difficult. Look out for the kind of artists that appeal to you. I guess by doing this research you can also, like I said earlier, talk to the artists and get to know them, get to know why it is they create the art, they create the ideas behind it. When doing this research is to think about what type of art is it, the type of material. Is it like painting, like this one behind me, that that interests you? So are you more interested in these kind of 2D paintings? Or, are you more interested in, like, say, for example, like these sculptures, or sculptures in general, so it's, or are you interested in both mediums, painting and sculpture? So that's another thing to think about, the kind of mediums of art that you're interested in. So number 4 on my list is, once you've found a style you're interested in, think about where to place that artwork or artworks. So for example, if you are looking to put art in your home, whether that's an apartment or a house, where could I see myself displaying this work, this artwork? Could I display it in the reception room? Can I display it in the living room? Could I display it in the bathroom? Could I display it in the bedroom or the office or the garden? If it is a garden, an outdoor space, you need to also consider, is that artwork weatherproof? So for example, sculptures would be more suitable to put in an outdoor space because generally speaking they're usually weatherproof, but you'd obviously have to do your research and make sure that is the case. Or could you see yourself placing an artwork in, say, a business? Maybe you own a business and you just got like a ton of these empty walls and you want to put some artwork in there to maybe to reflect on the values of your business and the aspirations of your business and to bring some well-being into the workplace. So maybe you could also think about where you could put an artwork in a business space as well. Yeah, so another thing to think about when thinking about where to place the artwork, whether that's in the home or business space, wherever, is to think about the size. Are you looking to have a small artwork, a medium artwork, or a large artwork? How big is the space where you would like to place that artwork? Number 5 on my list is start shopping. So once you have a style in mind, you have a type of artwork in mind, whether that's sculpture or painting, and then you have a size in mind and where to place it, then you can start just shopping around. So maybe one place to start is, obviously now being in lockdown, not really be able to travel much, you could start obviously on the internet, and you could just research independent artists, and you can type in things like, okay, I'm interested in abstract art, so maybe type abstract art for sale and just type that in on Google, and then you'll have like a whole list of artists, their own websites that you can actually go on, and you could potentially contact the artist directly if you see something you would like to purchase. You can also look on social media, and you can just type in the style of art that you're interested in, say like contemporary figurative art on, say, Instagram, and see what comes up. And if you see something you like, you can also contact the artist directly to inquire about if that piece is still available and the price and shipping. And another thing you can do is to look at art organizations, because they usually handpick artists based on their recognition, the awards things they've achieved, and the quality of the work. Yeah, so that's also could be a good place to start as well. You could look at places like Art Access, and they showcase, you know, a variety of mixed media artists. You could also look at Access Web. They focus on ceramic sculpture. Or you could look at the Royal Academy of Sculptors, and obviously they just focus on sculptures. So yeah, so looking into those organisations could be a good place to start, and, you know, reach out to artists' works that you admire and that you would like to purchase. And then we have the online marketplace, and so these include things like Art Finder, Saatchi Art, and places like that, really, where they just list a lot of different artists, whether that's sculptors or painters, and you can just browse anything. You can also go to Artist Studio Open Days, again in the future when things clear up, or go to galleries. You can also go to art fairs, and you can also potentially try auction houses. But again, with auction houses, you need to really think about, you know, your budget. If you are on a tight budget and you just want to dip your toes in the water and test things out, you could look at charity shops and second-hand shops. I think you'll be amazed at what you can find there. Sometimes you can pick up some really interesting things, like so I picked up this at a local charity shop, and yeah, it was a bit of a find, really, because I wasn't expecting to find anything like this. Or, you know, going back to the open studios, this is one piece that myself and my wife picked up from the open studio visit. I think it was in Bristol. And again, you get to, you know, when we purchased this, we talked to the artist, and we got to discover more about why she creates this type of work. So thank you for joining me this far, and now I'm going to fill you in on the bonus content. This is just really just to say, you know, just explore your curiosity and be open-minded to new ideas. And if you're buying art for yourself, don't be afraid to, you know, express your individuality, because everyone has their own taste. And I think for me, art is just like music. You know, some people like classical music, some people like rock music, some people like ambient music, and the list goes on. Another thing that's really important, I think, is to make sure that the artworks come with a certificate of authenticity with the artist's signature, so you know who created it. And this can also be useful if you want to pass down this artwork to your children or family, or if you want to sell it in the future. So yeah, that was number 6 on my bonus content. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video about my top 5 tips for collecting art. You know, I really hope you found value in this, and it's, you know, given you some food for thought, and, you know, helps you in some way on your journey of thinking about collecting art, or, you know, transitioning into that process. And yeah, if you have any comments, maybe have your own opinion about how to go about collecting art, why not share it in the comments below? And because this is just my opinion, and you might have your own opinion, so it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, so if you've liked this video, feel free to like it. Yeah, and feel free to subscribe to Martin Harmon Art TV to be notified about future videos. And if you really like what I do here and want to support me, feel free to check out my Patreon page, and you also have access to exclusive content linked to some of these videos. So I'll put the link in the description below. Yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching, and keep well, and I'll see you in the next video. So take care of yourself, bye bye, see you next time.